There is a bench by a lake where I once said goodbye to someone I loved, and I never got to say it properly. Every autumn, when the leaves start falling, I go back to that same bench. I sit with my coffee. I pull my sweater tighter. And I wait even though I know, deep down, that no one is coming back. If you have ever lost someone before you were ready to let them go, this story is for you. Before we go there, if stories like this move you, hit subscribe right now, because this channel is a home for the things we carry quietly. Drop a comment and tell me who you thought of the moment I said goodbye. And if this story touches you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Now, let me take you back. It was October. The kind of October where the sky forgets how to stay one color for more than a minute: gold, then amber, then a bruised orange that looked like the whole world was holding its breath. I was sitting on an old wooden bench by the lake, wrapped in a scarf that still smelled faintly of wood smoke. Steam curled up from the mug in front of me. Leaves red, rust, burnt yellow drifted down one by one, landing softly on the table like they were trying not to wake something sleeping underneath. I remember thinking, autumn doesn't fall all at once. It lets go slowly. One leaf at a time. As if it's giving you a chance to notice each thing you're about to lose. I didn't understand that lesson yet. Not really. Not until now. We used to walk that same path every fall. Him a few steps ahead, hands in his coat pockets, always walking just a little too fast for me to catch up, and me always laughing, telling him to slow down, that the lake wasn't going anywhere. Neither was he. Or so I thought. That morning, the morning this photograph, in my mind, was taken, everything looked the same as always. The lamppost still flickering awake in the low sun. The bench still creaking under my weight. The birds still tracing slow circles above the water like they knew something I didn't. But something in the air was different. Heavier. Like the season itself was preparing me for what was coming, and I was too busy holding my coffee to notice. He stood up first. He always did. He said he wanted to walk ahead, get some air, clear his head, the same words he'd said 100 mornings before. Nothing about it seemed unusual. Nothing about it warned me. I watched him go. His silhouette getting smaller against that impossible orange sky, the sun sitting low and gold right where the lake met the horizon, like it was waiting for him too. I told myself I'd catch up in a minute. Just one more sip of coffee. Just one more moment to enjoy the quiet. One more minute. That's the cruelest thing about goodbyes, they rarely announce themselves. They don't arrive with warning bells or slow music. They slip in disguised as just a normal morning. As I'll catch up with you in a minute. As a walk that looks exactly like every other walk you've taken together, except it isn't. I didn't know, sitting there, that I was watching the last few steps of something I would spend years trying to understand. The leaves kept falling. One landed right on the table in front of me, deep red, almost the color of a heartbeat. I picked it up and turned it over in my fingers, and for reasons I couldn't explain, my chest tightened. Like my body knew before my mind did. I looked up. He was farther away now. Just a shape. Just a shadow walking toward the light. And here is the part one still don't fully understand, the part that keeps me coming back to this same bench every single autumn since. He never looked back. Not once. I used to think that meant something cold. Something careless. For years I turned it over in my mind like that leaf in my hand, trying to find the hidden meaning, trying to figure out what I did, what I said, what I could have done differently so that he would have turned around, just once, just to give me that last look I never got. But I've come to believe something different now. I think some goodbyes are gentler when they don't look back. I think maybe he knew that if he turned around and saw my face, he wouldn't have been able to keep walking. I think maybe not looking back was its own kind of love, the kind that spares you the sight of someone breaking. I didn't run after him that morning. I don't know why. Maybe some part of me understood, before I was ready to admit it, that some things are supposed to walk away. That holding on too tightly to a season, to a person, only bruises the leaves faster. By the time I stood up, the mug in my hands had gone cold, and he was gone. Just an empty path. Just footprints disappearing into fallen leaves. Just the lake, calm and gold and indifferent, still glowing like nothing had happened at all. I sat back down. I didn't cry, not that day. That came later, in pieces, the way autumn always comes in pieces. If you've ever had a goodbye like this, the kind that didn't feel like goodbye until much later, type I understand in the comments. I read every single one, and I promise you, you are not alone in this feeling. It took me 3 more autumns to understand what that morning was really teaching me. Autumn doesn't ask permission before it changes. The tree doesn't beg the leaf to stay. It simply loosens its hold, gently, leaf by leaf, until the branch is bare and the season moves on, not because it stopped loving what it had, but because holding on forever was never how it was built to work. I used to resent that. I wanted permanence. I wanted the golden light to stay gold forever, the lake to stay still, the man walking ahead of me to always be within reach of my voice. But grief, real grief, doesn't work like a wound that closes. It works like a season. It comes back every year, softer each time, teaching you a little more of what it means to let go without forgetting. Now, when autumn arrives, when the light turns that particular shade of amber that used to break my heart, I don't run from it anymore. I sit on that same bench. I bring 2 cups sometimes, out of habit, even though only one gets touched. I watch the leaves fall the way he once walked, unhurried, unafraid, never looking back. And I've realized something that changed everything for me. Goodbye isn't the opposite of love. Goodbye is what love looks like when it finally has to let something go. The tree still loved every leaf it lost. It just understood, long before I did, that some things are only ours for a season, and that doesn't make them any less beautiful while we have them. I think about him every fall. Not with the ache I used to carry, but with something softer now, gratitude, mostly. Gratitude for the mornings, for the walks, for the version of me that got to know him before I learned how to say goodbye. So if you're sitting somewhere right now, holding on to a goodbye that never got its proper ending, I want you to know something the trees taught me. You don't have to chase the ones who walk ahead of you into the light. Some people are only meant to walk with you for a season. And when that season ends, it isn't a failure. It isn't something you did wrong. It's just autumn. Let the leaf fall. Let the color fade. Let the ache turn, slowly, into something you can carry without it breaking you. Because one day, maybe not this year, maybe not the next, you'll sit on your own bench, with your own cup of something warm, and you'll finally understand. Autumn didn't take anything away from me. It taught me how to say goodbye. If this story found its way into your heart the way it found its way into mine, please subscribe. It truly means everything and helps this channel keep telling stories like this one. Leave a comment and tell me about a goodbye that taught you something. And if you know someone who needs to hear that it's okay to let go, share this with them today. Thank you for sitting with me on this bench, one more time. I'll see you next autumn.